What is poppin' people? You got J Bear here bringing you all BBR week number 2 going up against Aimel and the not week 2, week 6 going up against Aimel and the Montreal Scorupies. And now before we continue, I ask that you do the 3 things: like, comment, subscribe. Makes it better. Obviously comment, do at the end. I like responding to your comments though, so please do. And then yeah, we've got heater matchup versus Amel. Amel's team consists of Dragonite, TERA, normal flying, Scizor, Hisuian Zoroark, Paldean Tauros Water, Florges, Rotom-Fan, Toedscruel, Skuntank, Ice-Q, Armarouge, and Lechonk. Very weird team. Just because, like, I don't know. Outside of the top 3, none of the Pokemon are, like, above 10 points. Maybe Armarouge is exactly 10 points. Whereas, like, you see my top 4 is got, like, whatchamacallit, 4 Pokemon above 10. Heracross is also above 10. Klefki, Rotom, I believe both are as well. Maybe Rotom's 8, I don't remember exactly, but Klefki definitely is. Heracross. So, like, you see, he's very, like, not top heavy. He's very, like, balanced, but he also has, like, leftover points. So it's like he's leaving stuff on the board that could potentially have upgraded his team. But that's okay. That's Amel. That's what you get. But yeah, as for expected team comps, you see outside of, like, the top 3 Pokemon, there's nothing that's, like, too tremendously scary individually. But, like, Dragonite could be scary. Obviously, it's a Dragonite. It's got some of the strongest moves in the game. Either if it wants to go Terra normal E-Speeding or Terra Flying, it can do both, and it can kind of shred both ways. Scizor is cool. Lost roots this gen, which makes it a little bit easier to deal with. Really makes it favor offensive sets, but it's also like, well, it's my defogger, so I want it to defog, but that's beyond the point. But yeah, Scizor could do a thing, I suppose. It's a nice priority to revenge things like Baxcalibur, Cinderace, stuff like that. Zoroark is actually really scary. Like, if you've played against Unova Zoroark, throw that out the board. The Hisuian Zoroark experience is way different. It actually feels way more threatening. And he's got plenty of good disguises, I think, for it. So we'll see how exactly he wants to play it, but hopefully we can limit it in some decent way. It's not like it completely shreds me offensively, and, like, if I can identify it, then it becomes much easier. But, like, I have to play with it in mind, which is, like, not something that's, like, super easy to do, especially on Wi-Fi. And then Paldean Tauros could come scary for the top 3, I suppose. Florges into Double Dragon's an option. Rotom-Fan was a C team from last week. I don't know if it'll come. I don't think it does, really. Doesn't seem that scary. Especially with, like, a Baxcalibur, that could be Terra Electric. Terra Electric actually doesn't look that bad this week. Toedscruel is a Toedscruel, I suppose. Skunk could come for Gengar. I know Amel likes Toedscruel. I have a Rotom for it, so it's like, but, like, they kind of wall each other. You could just want spikes and hazards and stuff. Ice-Q could come. I actually think this is an Ice-Q game out of Amel. Just because of my top 3, I really feel like he's going to feel like Ice-Q is very good, but it's an Ice-Q, so win for me. Armarouge is, yeah, it could be scary, actually, but I've got, like, the Double Dragons that can kind of, you know, get in on it. Obviously, if there's a fire move, my Baxcalibur goes +1. That's not good for him. That's not what he wants to see. And then Lechonk is not coming this week, I'm pretty sure. And if it is, we're fine. But yeah, that is matchup as far as predicted 6 from Amel. D-Knight, Scizor, Zoroark, Paldean Tauros, Ice-Q, I think almost all locks. But, like, if I had to lock, I would lock top 3 in Ice-Q, and then say 2 of Tauros, Florges, Armarouge, Toedscruel, Skuntank. I think Rotom-Fan and Lechonk are the only certain benches. He could also bench something like a Scizor, but I think, yeah, I'm most confident in saying, like, my guess team comp would be top 5 plus Ice-Q. But yeah, with all of that being said, let's get into my specific team here. starting with a Choice Banded, Baxcalibur, Glaive Rush, Ice Shard, Iron Head, Outrage. Very, very strong, very, very scary with TERA Dragon. It does so much damage, absolutely shreds Amel's team. If there's no Florges, then it's great. Scizor is taking over 50%, if you can believe that. No Ice Q, obviously we need to pop the Ice Face at some point. But yeah, we've got Glaive Rush and Outrage because Dragon is very, very spammable and Glaive Rush is low PP. So I figured, you know, having a second base 120 power Dragon move, like if there's 3 Pokemon left or 2 Pokemon left, I can just click that and lock it and lock the game. Cinderace, Pyro Ball, U-Turn, Wisp, Zen. Wisp is really, really cool for something like Dragonite or Tauros. And pinning burns on things also makes it easier to identify them as a Zoroark. And then I think I plan on leading this Cinderace or Rotom, one of the two. I will assess that with the threats. But I didn't necessarily mock as much for this week as I normally do because we're 4-1. We're practically locked for playoffs. Aimel is a very strong opponent. He's a potential playoff opponent. I didn't want to waste too much prep. Rotom, I'm going with a Substitute and Husky Plot Leaf Storm Thunderbolt set. Does a lot of damage to his team between T-Bolt and Leaf Storm, and can potentially set up on a Toad's Cruel. Garchomp with Fire Blast, Spike, EQ, Edge. Fire Blast is there to torch Scizor and Ice Cube, and then Edge Quake is very, very good for the rest of the team. And Spikes Up is also like a very good playstyle for me. If I can get Hazards up, especially if there's no Toad's Cruel, we're in business. Obviously, if there is a Toad's Cruel, we can sort of like reassess, but I think we'll be fine. Quagsire with Toxic, Recover, Counter, and Earthquake is here for Dragonite with the Unaware ability. We're taking any non-banded, non-outrage hits, even like Terraflying, Terra Blast, we can handle barely, and counter it. And then Toxic is nice to spread status. I figured of my hazards, none of them really fit on Quagsire, just because Quagsire doesn't necessarily get a lot of free turns like Garchomp or my last Pokemon, which is Dunsparce, which is Body Slam, Flamethrower, Roost, Stealth Rock. I can switch this very easily in on Ice Cube and not deal with anything and get my free rocks, provided I don't get frozen, but that's the only real worry, and it's also nice for Hisui and Zoroark. But yeah, that's the Dunsparce, and yeah, that's the build, kind of a quicker builder here, but yeah, I will see you guys in the battle. Alright, and we are here versus Amel. We see a very different team comp to what I was rabbling on about in the builder, in the team preview. But we got Tauros, Dragonite, Toad's Cruel, Scizor, Armarouge, and Florges. So no Zoro, no Ice Cube. I thought both of those were locks, but that's okay. I'm going to lead with the Cinder. I feel like it's a pretty free lead. We can U-turn things, we can, whatchamacallit, we can Wisp things that we might want to Wisp, we can U-turn things we might want to U-turn, and it works out. If he's Scarf Tauros, kind of dicey, but kind of a weird bring into my squad, I think. Dragonite, I'd obviously love to hit with a Wisp. Everything else can be a U-turn, I think. Florges, I can just Pyro. I need chip on Florges for my game plan, but I think I can get hazards up and get that necessary chip over time. Do I have it in me to break Florges? Yeah, because CB Iron Head does plenty later in the game. But yeah, good luck, have fun to Amel. I didn't particularly sweat this week, so hopefully we don't get an embarrassing game, is really what I want to say. Amel leads the Tauros. Cool. I'm just going to throw a Wisp off onto this thingy. Health on Cinder doesn't really matter too much. Is he Intimidation? Yes, of course he would be. I can throw off a Wisp. Because I figured this would lead. I don't know why I didn't lead the Rotom. I have a perfectly good Rotom for this, but oh well. Oh, he is Scarf. Wow. Okay, cool. Works out very well. if we hit this Will-O-Wisp. Perfect. And now, we can go Garchomp and get some spikes up. Seems like a game plan. You see, I don't know why I didn't trust myself there, but it's fine. Because now this thing is very much neutered for the rest of the game. Yeah. Chomp spikes seems like my play. We'll rack up some helmet, or not helmet, rough skin, burn, and hopefully get up a layer. He has a Toedscruel for spin. I could also double out on the potentially incoming Florges and Toedscruel. But Toedscruel needs like 8 moves here, so yeah. He just CCs. Doesn't do too much. Rough skin. We'll get lefties. And he'll take burn. And then I get up a spike. I don't have Gengar to spin block this week. The potential, what's it called? Toedscruel. But he could also go Florges. He goes Florges. Okay, perfect. So the spike will be here for at least a little bit. I can go to Dunsparce here. Florges isn't that scary to Dunsparce. And Dunsparce is mostly here to like alleviate pressure from Zoroark that isn't here. So I can go to Dunsparce and get rocks. Or throw off Body Slams, one of the two. Body Slam is quite free. Potentially getting Paras on his team is huge. I wonder what he's gonna do here. He could... I don't know. I do not know. Because... what, they like cut back the distribution of Heal Bell, and Aromatherapy is cut, right? That's what they did? So I don't think he can Cleric his Tauros. He just BPs. Okay. That's fine. Nothing really particularly enjoys breaking through to Dun. He could go Toedscruel and spin. I can go Rotom and get us up. Okay, cool. I assume he's spinning here. I could either fish for a Para or just go into my Rotom. I don't particularly want my Dunsparce to sleep, so... no, but like with the Rotom here, Spore is so free. I'm just gonna click a Body Slam, try to throw off a Para. He's gonna spin. Oh, he does Spore. Fuck. We get the Para at least, and that's fine. The Dunsparce being asleep is okay. Oh, he Toxic. He didn't even Spore. That's fine. That's actually more than fine. I didn't realize the thing even learned Toxic. But yeah, having this thing paired is quite nice. Spread some status early on. And now I can go Rotom and sub up. Even if he spins, that's fine. If he's I doubt he has Sludge Bomb for my Rotom. He spikes up. Okay, cool. That's okay. I'm fine playing with some spike up if it means he is too. I don't particularly have a lot of heavy duty boots item, but that's fun. Do I want to sub up or do I want to plot? I feel like I can sub up pretty freely. He could get more spikes. Okay, cool. He gets parried. That's quite nice. Now I can get a nasty plot off. I can potentially get a second as well. The spike is annoying for my Quack. Okay, cool. So we get a plot off. And we're behind a sub on the Florges. That's perfect. And now, if I pull up a quick calc, oops, wrong stat. I need to import my set. My sets time to calc. Okay. To max Spadef, we don't quite 2 a KO, but we will with like a T-Bolt into a Leaf Storm. Okay, cool. We just 2 a KO him. And he's a berry. He's citrus. Citrus berry. Any Moonblasts? And now I can Leaf Storm. And be fine. Yeah, I can Leaf Storm. Cool. And we knock out the Pesky Gorgeous. So now, TERA Dragon Excalibur goes in. I just have to get it in. And it'll go in. Seems like a good trade to me. And Rotom is back to full, pretty much, just 1 HP off. Same thing. That seemed like a pretty favorable sequence for me. We lose our special attack boost. He probably goes into his Scizor if I had to guess. Yeah. Do I just value Thunderbolt Chip on Scizor? How much is Thunderbolt doing to a Scizor? It's... oh yeah, I'm not +2 anymore. I was like, it's killing, but... I can... potentially... I want to hold on to this guy. I can go into my Garchomp. I wish I had more boots on this now that there's spikes up, but... it's okay. He just U-turns, that's fine. Take some helmet, or not helmet, rough skin, and now he's down to 75%, 62.5 when he comes back in. We're getting the chip that we need. That's like damn near Back's kill range, and I don't believe that was banded damage. Not even close. That's like no attack damage. Or no band damage, not no attack damage. Okay. Dragonite. I've got a Quagsire with your name on it. Yeah. Quagsire ensures we won't lose to a setting up Dragonite. I could have edged, but him bringing it out early makes me think he's not like super ultra offensive. He might be banded. He tears into normal or flying. Normal. Okay, that's huge for my Quaggo. And he E-speed. Is this TERA banded? That is a choice band. That's fine. I will... suppose I gotta recover. If we just die into Quagsire, is so fucking horrid. Yeah, okay. This fucking Pokemon. Welcome to Dragonite. So I could go to Dunsparce. I don't think you're gonna risk a para and get my rocks up. Seems like a play. And then for next time, you'll lose multi-scale. You're not gonna risk a para on this thing, I doubt. Yeah. Perfect. Tauros comes out. That's a-okay. Cool. Now we've got two different hazards up. the Dunsparce is doing its job of being pesky. And I will hold on to it still. And I think I like going in a Rotom and getting a Leaf Storm off on something. We also have the Baxcalibur button now at our disposal, and it just OHKOs everything. He CCs. We eat it up. I think I can afford to substitute up once, but I don't need to. I can sub up. I think Amel still likes his revenging option in the back, so I'm inclined to think that he holds on to this. But even if he doesn't, we'll end up behind a sub and can click T-Bolt. He does just CC. That's fine. Get a little greedy sometimes, but that's a-okay. He clearly does enough to break this up. But yeah, we're gonna end up with like a non-zero amount of health, which is all you can really ask for. And I can T-Bolt now. Because if he goes into Toad's Cruel, it's like a checkmate position. Not quite checkmate position, but like you get what I say. Sub breaks. This Tauros takes about a mil in percent. And that's a second piece gone. That could potentially annoy my Baxcalibur. And I think I'm good to just sack Rotom here for whatever chip on whatever. Probably goes D-Knight. D-Knight seems like a valid choice. And now we can just go back some Glaber, but like, maybe Outrage, actually. Because he doesn't have a switch in, and I don't really need to double damage on myself. Because eventually I'll end up in E-Speed range from a Choice Banded Dragonite, one way or another. So I kind of want to hold on to the full health things, because they can live hits. I know, crazy, right? But Scizor. Hello? Do I dotted Bullet Punch from here? Do I die? No. Thunderbolt, you die? Ah, you barely did. That's fine. Tailwind. Uh-oh. Hello? We good? We good? We good? We good? We've got Baxcalibur Ice Shards for stupid things. Stupid shenanigans. I'll go into Garchomp to kill you off a U-turn, potentially. Garchomp serves not much value, but if you U-turn, you'll just be dead instead of having sack fodder in the back. Perfect. That was the intended effect of that play. Thank you for doing exactly your job and nothing more. Garchomp. Armor Rouge. This is gonna be some like weakness policy endure bullshit. I'm not having it. Definitely, right? Yeah. This is definitely some weakness policy endure bullshit, and I don't want to deal. I'm gonna spike up. Or Scarf. Scarf is also fine. Scarfed into Psychic, aren't we? Oh wait, Tailwind's up, duh. I'm fine with the Dunsparce here. And I believe Tailwind also only has like one turn left. Yeah, last turn of Tailwind, that's fine. I can just B-Slam. And then from here, Bax wins. I believe Bax just wins. I need one more kill, which I can get without losing my health on Bax to guarantee that Outrage won't cuck me. But it's definitely my play in my best interest. Our mechanic. Do we eat that up? We're like mixed defensive, so we do. And now your defense drops, and your special defense drops, and you take Life Orb. And do you die to the Dudunsparce doing his Dudun thing? That's all we need. That's all we need. That's him. That's him. That's him. Cool. So Dudunsparce has done its job. Shit. If he has spin on his Toad's Cruel, it might not have fully done its job. He does have Toad's Cruel. And I don't have anything that raw dies to hazards. Honestly, what does more, Body Slam or Flamethrower? Because I know that Toad's Cruel has a very high special defense. I'm assuming Flamethrower. I'm not gonna might be Body Slam actually. He does have the spin. I think we're still fine. We might not be fine, actually. Might have lost. I shouldn't have claimed my kill. I still go Bax because I go Bax and I Outrage because I think I have to. I think this is the play. Yeah, no, I think I might have done like the throw and claimed a kill when I didn't need to. We might need to crit the D-Knight. We might need a lot of things. We might need to not click E-Speed. Because, for whatever reason, I don't know why he wouldn't, but he still has his multi-skill intact. So I think he can just safely E-Speed. We might need to crit. Yeah, we definitely do. Yeah, he's got one click, I've got one click. Crit, come on, Bax. Yeah, and we lose. Unfortunate. How many E-speeds is he? He doesn't use enough E-speeds. Yeah. Fuck. Should have swapped versus Armorers with my Garchomp. Because then I could have died to the spike coming in and denied spin. Oh well. You live and you learn. Yeah. That's a game. D-Knight is stupid. Kinda too. But like, fuck. Like at that point he showed toxic spikes. I didn't think he was gonna be that passive on his Toad's Cruel. But I guess he was just that passive on the Toad's Cruel. It's fine. We only lose one diff. And we hold good stuff for playoffs. Yeah. Maybe if I could have positioned behind a sub against Toad's Cruel with my
rode him. That's all I would have needed to do. Yeah, if I could have done that, but I don't think I could have. I assume he had something, right? I just took an assumption that he wouldn't be ultra passive, but alas. Yeah, because Rapid Spin was doing 10%, so he would have just like gotten to sub up on it and just like boost way up and then be fine, but instead we threw. But that's okay, we're 4-2 now, and I think we learned this game, which is what matters. So yeah, good game, see y'all next week, bye.